Energy. You guys hear speaking in the background, right? And say energy, trying to give me her some energy from her to me. So, hey, welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Rights. I am an author of many books, but this is the most recent and the most important as far as I'm concerned. Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. And also, shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to continue to grow. And I am not a financial planner. So whatever I say, add your grain of salt and mix your you-isms in there and create it. Create it. Okay, so you guys heard Speaking trying to give me some of her energy. So the reason I'm a little stuck on energy just now is because I was on tilt again. So on tilt for those of you that don't remember, on tilt means to be agitated or hype or some kind of energy, like you've got some extra energy. Because I was on tilt Friday because I was reminded that I do well with weekend hustle. Right? So I do well with that, and I was going back to it. This past Friday. I was like, all right, I'm going back to my safe space, my safe zone. But then I grabbed too much stuff. I bought 3 different stocks. Now, those of you who have been watching the show, you know I say buy one stock. Buy one stock. Not 2, not 3, 1. And I was like, I bought 3. I was like, oh, man. And I knew I went against my own rules. Because I checked my rules book, and my rules say, go with one. So I need to read my rules in the morning before I trade. That's what I need to do. Every morning before I trade, I need to read my rules, right? All right. So anyway, so today I was like, I don't know, because over the weekend there have been some movements, and basically they were all south. By south, I mean they were going down on the candle. They were going red. I was like, there was one. Let me rephrase that. If I had picked one stock instead of 3, if I had picked one stock instead of 3, I could have made it out. I could have made it out positively because it was green. It was green for like maybe 2 seconds. And I could have got it then instead of fooling around and then it going south on me. Because 2 out of the 3 went green. I was like, oh, which one? Which one do I choose? And by the time I chose one, they're both red. And I was like, So I know what I did. That's the most important thing. I know what I did wrong. I selected 3 instead of selecting 1. That's my first problem. My second problem is that, that really comes with buying 1 instead of 3, is you have it all up on your phone ready to go. See, if I would have had it all up on my phone ready to go, I just hit the button. Just hit the sale button and go. Uh-oh. Nelson's trying to encourage you by running through the house. Trying to help me out. So anyway, so that's what I have to say. And also, one of the stocks is halted. Can you see that? It says gray halt. Now, I don't really know what that means. But I tell you that I put an order to sell on this one because it's already holding way below where I bought it. So see my blue line up here, and it's down here. Like, let's just get out. Let's get out. Sell stocks greatly. No, that's not quick. Quickly. Sell stocks quickly. Sell stocks quickly is Tim Sykes' favorite maxim. So I try to sell, and it won't let me because it's halted, and so I'm just waiting to see what it's going to do. And I hope it's going to go up, and then it'll sell. But I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to say it's a bad day. It's a bad day for trading. Yeah, today was not that great. Not that great. So anyway, that's it. That's it. I'm going back to weekend hustle. So that means I'll be reporting again on Friday, and I won't be saying much about stocks between now and then. And I'll still be reading, of course, but not going to be trading. Now, my impulse is to get back in and trade and get the money back. I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that because too many sources I've read have said don't do that. Do not revenge trade. That's what they call it. Do not revenge trade. Let it go. Let it go. So, I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. But I'm gonna catch up next weekend for the weekend hustle. Weekend hustle. Weekend hustle. So, all right. That's it. We'll find out what happens with the halt on the stock, and hopefully that'll clean up nicely. Okay, so let me check my comments, see if there's anything I need to know about before I move on. Okay. Fatima West and weekend hustle. Let's go. Yeah. So I did go from weekend hustle to daily hustle. Now I'm going back to weekend hustle because weekend hustle is where it's at for me. Weekend hustle, I did 70%. 70% is incredible because traders celebrate 50%. 50%. That's all they need to win. So 70% is crazy. That's off the charts. So that's why I got all hyped. I got all hyped. But I got to remember to be calm and cool and collected and get off tilt. Get off tilt. All right. Thanks for tagging everyone, Fee. I admire your discipline. Interesting. We've been trade. Yeah. Yeah, Fee. Because you got to, because what I'm feeling right now is I got to get in. I got to get in. I got to get in. I got to reverse. I got to get some money. But I've read all about revenge trading. I've done my share of revenge trading. There's no. See, I'm off tilt now. I'm off tilt. Yeah, off. No, tilt. On tilt. Yeah, on tilt. So I'm off tilter. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm off right now because I want to trade and jump back in. But I'm saving myself for two reasons. One, my reason is I went off the intro, like the first 15 minutes. I went off of that and went to the lucky 10 or something like that. But I think the first initial 15 minutes does better for me. I think it does better for me. So yeah, I want to be contained within that small space. 15 minutes as soon as the stock market begins. Right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah. 70% is incredible. Just so you know, you're saying 70% is okay. You got to remember that trading is different than other places that you work. Trading is different. So for trading, all you need is 50%. 50%. That's half. That's half. Like, can you imagine being able to get by on half and still have bundles of money? Bundles of money, right? And all you need is half. Half. So 70% is rock star fabulous. I mean, rock star fabulous. And I didn't even know that I had tested that until I looked back. So I did that in June. In June, I was 70%. Ah, ah, ah. So I didn't know that. I know that. So now I'm focusing on what I did in June. What I did in June and focusing backwards on that. All right. Yes. Yes. Calm, cool, steady pace. Yes. Yes. It's easier said than done, but yes. 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 All right. Let me see what else I got in terms of comments. Yep. Let nothing or no one outside you dedicate your mood or energy. Yes, V. Yes, V. Okay. Oh, and this is a good reminder. Any day you're alive is not a bad day. Yes, it's not a bad day. It's not what I wanted in terms of stocks, but I'm still alive. I'm still alive, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still learning fast. I'm still learning fast. Because once again, you'll hear me say it again. In June, I did 70%. That is crazy. As 70% is crazy. People in the industry talk about people that got 70%. Like 70%. I think got 70%. That's crazy. So the fact that I got 70% is nuts. So I'm going to get back to 70%. I'm going to go back to 70%. All right? You heard it here first. You heard it here first. All right. All right. So that's it. Let's move on to the other stuff that happened this weekend. Let's do the affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, so this weekend, we were watching stuff, and I got caught up on this one thing. I got caught up because of the place. I got caught up because this place was supposed to happen on Nantucket Island. And I was like, Nantucket Island. It sounds familiar, but from way back in my memory banks on the other side of the stroke. And I was like, where's Nantucket? And Nantucket is right there next to Cape Cod. So there's Cape Cod, which is the muscle, right? And then off of Cape Cod, there's Martha's Vineyard, an island. And then off of Martha's Vineyard, there's another island called Nantucket. And I looked it up. I was like, oh, wow, this is great. Now, I've never been to Nantucket. Not that I believe. I don't think. I got to check with my parents. But I don't think I've ever been to Nantucket. But I read about it, and I got involved in this show about it. It's called The Perfect Couple. The Perfect Couple, which again is kind of a lie about what it's about, but it's kind of perfect to what it's about also. So anyway, you can read what it says here. Let me read it for you. Amelia is about to marry into one of the wealthiest families on Nantucket until a shocking death derails the wedding and turns everyone into a suspect. All right, so a little stressful, but not too bad. And I was following very eagerly the things about the island, the things about the family, the wealthy family, because now I'm looking for clues in the way Hollywood presents rich people, because they're not presenting them accurately. They're just presenting them with some veil. So anyway, what happened is I found out that this family has lived on the island for 5 generations. They've lived in the same house for 5 generations. Like 5 generations is an incredible amount of people. I mean, that's an incredible amount. Like, think about your family, your parents, your parents' parents, 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 like 5 generations. That's crazy. That's it. That's an amazing amount of time. So there's that. And then one of the people in the line before the current person who's living there, the current husband, it was a gambler. And so he sold off some of the land, and so it's gotten smaller, but it's still gorgeous. It's still got lots of space, lots of space. And so he's supposed to have traded it off. And also, there's one scene that really stuck with me. That's when the son asked the father for a loan, right? He asked the father for a loan. Now, mind you, he's going to get his what's it called? Transfer? Inheritance. He's about to get an inheritance soon, right? He's holding on to his inheritance. And so he's holding on to that, and he's just trying to hold on. And then he's asking for a loan to help bridge the gap between now and the time when his inheritance comes. And his father responds with a story. And the story is about being able to go out there and put your money all on something. Put your money into something. He was talking about a boat, but put your money into something, and believe in that, not let it float down to the bottom, right? It stuck with me because this is not the way that rich people interact in real life. Not really. Not really. Like, yeah, it's possible that his oldest son got spoiled and got crazed with all the money and just, living la vida loca. It's possible. But it's also possible that the guy, told his first son, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you run your life. This is how you run your life. This is how you get money to do these things. You don't just sit around and wait. And so in the limited series, they're all waiting for this child to be born. No, I'm sorry, not child to be born. That he was going to get his money at when the youngest son reached a certain age. A certain age is coming up like at 6 months, so he's waiting for 6 months so he can get his money, and that's it. That's it, and that's a trick too. That's a trick too, because like you've got to understand that rich people, by and large, are regular people who became rich, right? Rich people, by and large, are people that became rich. But in this family, they've had the house for 5 generations. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. All right, so I guess that's it. I mean, there's more to The Perfect Couple, but I don't want to give anything away. But I tuned in to see the island in Nantucket. It looks stunning. It looks stunning. I have to go next year. Next year when I go to the Cape, I'm gonna go to Nantucket and check it out. And I just have to just see it. But yeah, it's a really cool TV show. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I got to say about that. And what else did I have to say about anything? Oh, Fee asked me to ask you if I should run the marathon this year. Now, I've run a marathon for the past 2 years. For the past 2 years, like 2 consecutive years. And do I want to put in for a third? So if I put in for a third, then I'll be making another attempt to close out the Guinness Book of World Records. So let me know if you think I should. If you should, I think I should drop an exclamation point in the chat, and let me know. Let me know. Let me know, and maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll do something because it's kind of gotten close to me. Gotten close fast. It's gotten close fast. All right, so let's see. I think that's it, Fee. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh yeah, I'm on day. Let me check my phone now. I gotta check my phone. 618. 618. So I've been running mostly for 618 days, and yeah, I've been doing it ever since. And also, I went to a new doctor recently, and he was what's the word? He was funny, but his humor was laced with energy to like get out and do something. And he did that for me, like, because he made me feel like I need to get myself together. I need to get myself together. Now, what he did was he said that I'm one of 10 people. I'm one of 10 people. Like, of the people who have strokes, one of 10 people who has been able to pull out of that as far as I have. Right? But now that I pulled out of that as far as I have, in order to grow, I really need to hit it hard. I got to go beyond what I'm currently doing. So, for example, I'm talking about the run streak, talking about the 618 days. He was like, yeah. How many minutes is that? I was like, to run a mile? I don't know, like 12, 13 minutes. He's like, oh, that's lame. I was like, what? What? And he was like, yeah, that's lame. And, to frame it from his point of view, I am doing this, right? But I've already beat the odds by surviving the stroke and by excelling to the amount that I have. And now I've got to do more to get better. I've got to do more to get better. And I was like, wow. So I'm going back to him today. Because I got to get involved and get the mindset shift to really try hard. Because, yeah, I mean, it's easy to coast. Like, it's such an interesting thing that you can find a way to coast on any level. On any level. I can be running 618 days in a row and still find a way to coast on that level. Isn't that crazy? To find a way to coast on that level, it's like, it's crazy. And then to push harder is an intense thing. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right. Yeah. B King saying, don't try, just do. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna close out for today. Drop your ones in the chat if you feel like I should do the marathon this year, and we'll find out what's happening with that. And remember that now is better than perfect. Ashe. I'll see you guys mañana. Later.